Hey, what's up, my business enthusiast? Dr. LeGrand here, and today we're going to be talking about how you could actually grow on Facebook, getting more patients, getting more clients, growing your business, and we're going to dive that in right now. So before we get started, just to introduce myself, like I said, I am Dr. LeGrand, and I own a practice out here in the state of Washington, and I want to kind of share my experiences. I have been having a practice for about 2.5 years. Not claim here to be an expert, but to share with you what has worked for me and to kind of make this community to help each other out who are growing businesses, especially practices, or also trying to grow more clientele in their business as far as whatever you're doing in your industry. So if you're wanting to learn more about business tips of growing your practice or growing your clientele in the healthcare industry or any other kind of local business that you are trying to build, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a like if you like this video, as well as hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos. So I'm going to be going over 8 steps, 8 tips that I recommend that you should do with Facebook to get more patients, more clientele, or you could even apply these same kind of principles for growing any kind of business. The first and most obvious one is to set up a business page. If you haven't done it already, definitely set it up. That's very important so people can actually find you, like that page, and you can communicate with your future patients or clientele or potential people who want to buy your product, whatever it might be. Definitely need to set up a business page. Once you have gotten that set up, the second thing that I do highly recommend is to start joining your local community page group pages, at least in a 20-mile radius, to be able to find your local community pages, join them, but very importantly is to actually read the rules in the community pages. Some of them don't like businesses posting stuff, some of them do, some of them have rules as far as how often you can post, so make sure you read those rules so you don't get kicked out. But this will be very important to get good organic reach in Facebook, because groups are still very strong on Facebook to be able to get that organic reach, and this is how I've gotten lots of patients and helping grow in my business. All right, so once you've joined those community groups, the next thing to do is start posting content. And the third thing that I would say, that if you're comfortable enough, you might not be comfortable at this point, but doing Facebook Live. Facebook loves Facebook Live. They actually really push it out. I've seen this in my own organic reach, where just doing a regular post versus a Facebook Live, I feel like it's almost like 10 times the difference as far as what it gets in its organic reach. Now, I know it's changing over time. As of this recording, I still find like it is definitely important to do Facebook Live. So ways you can do Facebook Live, just do a health tip, maybe once a week to start off with. I do it twice a week. I wouldn't go too overboard with it. You don't want to post too much on the community pages, like I said, depending on the rules. But what you want to do is to make sure to, at least have some consistent schedule. In fact, if you do a Facebook Live at the same time, telling people that so that they'll actually come on the live stream so that you can get that engagement. That's actually the best you can do to be able to convert patients in the long run. Now, this is all about brand awareness. You have to kind of be doing this consistently. You're not going to all of a sudden just get a patient from your first post. Okay, you got to be doing it weekly. Eventually, people trust you. It's all about building trust so people want to actually seek after you for more additional help, maybe be a patient, maybe be a client, or buy your product. Whatever it might be that you're actually trying to do to grow your business is building that brand awareness, doing Facebook Live to push that reach, and sharing it on the community groups. Those group pages can be very helpful in growing it because it's local, okay? Especially if you have a local business that you're trying to grow, that can be very helpful if you're doing something that you're offering for free, giving free advice and not asking anything in return, okay? Don't try to use this as an ad. I totally highly discourage trying to use it as an ad, but every once in a while you can drop, hey, if you have, like if you talk about a certain health condition, you could be like, hey, if you're looking for more further information, I'll leave a link below of our website where you can connect with us. You can do that every once in a while. That's what I do to kind of get more patients into the door. So besides doing Facebook Live, you can also do other content, either different posts, different memes that can be eye-catching. So try and do eye-catching posts, especially I do a lot of videos, so doing something like this over here or something like more like this over here. Okay, these are some things that I do to keep more eye-catching. They're very important to kind of make sure that you're doing things like that. Otherwise, people are just going to bypass it. You want to make sure you get that organic reach where people are going to like, share, and obviously comment in the comment section below to get it further out. Now, the fifth thing that I suggest if you're going to be doing video more often as your post, your social media post, is to do subtitles. Now, I know there's a statistic out there that it said that like only about 80 to 85% actually don't even turn on the sound on Facebook. That's staggering. That's a huge audience that you're missing out if you don't use subtitles. I've been trying to get better at this. I don't do it for every single one of my posts, but I'm trying to use it this year to make sure that all my posts end up having subtitles. But things that you can actually do instead of you having to do it, because if you're not a video expert as far as editing, I do all my editing. But what you can do is use something like rev.com. I'll make sure to leave that in the description below that you can actually check out. But they're a great company that you can actually submit your YouTube video and they will actually transcribe it for you, so that way you have the subtitles. And in fact, they'll even put it on YouTube for you. And once you have that, then you can actually chop that up in pieces. You can use different video editing software where you already have that file of the subtitle file to actually burn it in your little clipped videos. Before I go any further, if you guys have any questions, if you want me to elaborate on any of these steps, go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. I'll make sure to actually make more videos on that if you want me to elaborate more, because I know these are very big topics. I'm trying to condense this as quickly as possible to make this video not as long as it should be, but make sure to leave that in the comment section below if you want me to elaborate more on. The sixth step or sixth tip that I recommend to grow on Facebook, to grow your business, is not to post too often, at least initially. I found when I post more than once a day, my organic reach just really goes down, because you got to understand there is a lot of people posting on Facebook. So you want to be strategic on what you're posting and don't keep it more than once a day. Sometimes I try to do every other day. Even my organic reach is a little better when I do every other day. But really don't do more than once a day. Once you start getting a good, huge following, then you can post more frequently. Like somebody like Gary Vee, I know he posts tons a day and his organic reach is great because he has a huge following. But when you're first starting out, try to make it just like once a day or even every other day. The seventh thing that you can actually do is when you actually have a post that actually is doing really well, you can actually boost it. But I'd wait a little while, wait a couple days, then you'll see that there's no organic reach. Then go ahead and boost that video to be able to get more awareness, because if people really liked it, there's high chance that there's more people out there who would actually enjoy it and build your brand awareness and get potential patients and clientele. That's what I've done. And what you do is when you boost it, you want to keep it still local enough where it's only reaching out to people that would want to come to your practice or your business. But if you're doing a product, obviously you could branch that out the whole US, however big you want it. The other thing that is also you can do is doing Facebook ads. I've done this. I wouldn't say I'm a complete expert on this. I've gotten some successes with it, but I want to do it more frequent this year, is to do Facebook ads that are a little bit more targeted and local. You can either use video or just an image post on things that you're trying to offer, even like offering, a free consult, something that can actually help bring in more patients. And also what's nice about Facebook is you can localize it, and you can also target towards the type of patients or clientele that you want. There are several steps that I could talk about growing on Facebook, but I left it to 8. So the 8th and final one that I want to talk about is setting up a Facebook group page of your own. I haven't done this yet, but I have seen where this can actually be very beneficial. Something that I am planning on doing this year as well. So, I'm just seeing what other people have done that actually has helped grow their actually organic reach, because Facebook groups, like I said in the very beginning of this video, is that it has huge organic reach compared to actually your business page. Now, what's the difference is a business page is like, just something like a fan page. A group page is where other people can actually comment and post and stuff, a lot more interaction, and there tends to be a lot more organic reach. Plus, if you want to, sell something, it's usually easier to do that because a lot more eyeballs will be able to see it in that group, and it's niched already, because usually it could be something that's specific. Maybe you do it for hormone imbalance and you make that Facebook page for specific people who are dealing with hormone imbalance, or it might be a particular product that you want to actually get more of. You could put it in a Facebook group to get more sales. There's lots of things that you can do to actually grow that by doing Facebook group pages. Okay, so that is it to wrap it up. Sorry it was so long, but if you want me to elaborate on any of these steps, like I said, leave that in the comment section below. I'll make sure to make a video on that or any other kind of future videos on business. I'll also make sure to make those videos. And if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right over here. And if you haven't checked out our first video of my number way of growing my business as far as getting patients and clientele, is check out this video right here. And until next time, this is Dr. LeGrand signing out. Thanks. Bye.